tell me what you lost about. You're totally lost, Gardner?
Could you go through could you go through the bottom line, contractionary?
All it is you're gonna fix the inflationary gap by either increasing taxes or lowering government spending, which is discretionary fiscal policy.
I have a question, about, about like some of the stuff we might want about in the future. Would it be more focused on like Hayek's view of the econ versus Keynes, or would it be more of Mises' view versus
Keynes mostly.
But like, would Hayek be included or
No.
Mises?
Sorry. That's why you go to college. Huh?
That's a fair point.
Yeah. All right. Did we do taxing yesterday? All right, so.
Yeah, we did.
All right, it's good. It's okay to do it again. It's okay to do it again. The multiplier effect also applies when government cuts or increases taxes. All right? Now, taxes has a less impact of government spending. Why? Because if Tuck saves $100 in taxes, he's not gonna spend all 100. He's gonna save like 20 and spend 80. When government spends, it spends all 100. So tax to get the same shift in aggregate demand, you've got to increase or decrease taxes by more than you would government spending. Okay? So expansionary policy would be cutting taxes, and contractionary would be raising taxes.
What was that last part again? Sorry.
Expansionary is cutting, and contractionary is raising. Okay? All right. Don't even worry about that. Don't take your homework out of that. All right. So here is the tax multiplier. That's you want to do MPC times 1, oh, God bless you. Let me give you to me, the easiest one. The tax multiplier is 1 minus spending. Now, in your notes, it says spending minus 1. When we go over some problems, I'll show you why I flipped it to 1 minus spending. Okay. Can you use either one of these? Yes, you can. All right, now you can take out your homework and talk to your partner if you have any gaps in your homework, okay?
Fortunately, no. In my field,
I have the new last one.
The five.
Okay. See if you can figure it out now.
No, I got you.
I said, C for. Number 5, I said decrease taxes is like 25. I had automatic stabilizing.
I got the reason.
Like this was before I knew the formula. So like I sat down on the lunch table, like I'm gonna use on the window and you can tell me this way. So I just did 300 minus 100, 300 minus 100 is 100, and then since MPC is 0.8 and like the coefficient is 1, you just do 1 minus 0.8 0.2. 1 divided by 0.2 is 5. 100 divided by 5 is 2.
I like it. If I magically
you could cut taxes, when you could raise government spending by 20%.
I said, I just didn't have a number.
Even when we went over, well,
I got done for number 5 on C. Did you get 29? Not the effort.
Well, a lot of
Do you have the bottom graph for the first FRQ?
Bottom graph.
I said that. But I think I got that one.
Let's say 20 guys. That's the well-dressed kid. How can we give bull horse a round of applause? And by the way, he did it himself. Took a round of applause for that. I don't believe that. You guys made it. We can sponsor that. Okay, I'm working on that. We had that, that's all.
I thought I was just going right, but I guess. I do it by my title, but I was in my top button.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so
Wait, me and you?
Alright, do you guys have any gaps in the homework?
I literally don't have homework because I don't remember anything.
It was just received.
I might have said it. But it's okay, you're allowed to make a mistake.
I don't have any gaps, but I have.
Right.
Questions? That last number through the micro, that's, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we'll go over it.
Yes.
Alright, is there? Alright, which is the first FRQ?
Well, it was the,
Is it the micro or the macro?
it was the macro.
Okay, so. Does that set up with the 200 with the recessionary gap?
Of 500 billion.
No, that's not. That's just the question 5, right?
The United States is currently in a recession with an output gap of 500 billion.
Okay, so the gap is 500 million. Got it. Keep talking.
Draw the correctly labeled graph of the aggregate demand, short run aggregate supply and long run aggregate supply curves, and show each of the following. The current equilibrium, real output, and price level labeled as Y1, PL1 respectively, and the full employment output labeled.
So all you had to do is draw the graph, right?
Yep.
And was it a recession?
Yep.
All right, so there, that's all you needed. They didn't ask you to fix the gap?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, so that's all you needed.
By drawing to the right, the point of their section shift is now in recession.
Correct.
Could you shift 80 left?
If you want to be further in the recession.
Okay, I didn't know you could do other ways left or right.
Yeah, no, this is the recession.
Okay.
All right. Now, did anyone have trouble with the FRQ with 6?
No.
Was that 200 and 300? All right.
That's fine, that was fine.
All right, this is 5? All right, any questions then here?
Taxes.
Go, talk to me. What was the question?
Does the government have to increase taxes by how much?
All right, so did they give you the MPC? Huh?
You had to solve.
1.8.
All right, 0.8. All right, so Terrence, the MPC equals 0.8. So if I'm gonna figure out the spending multiplier. So it's 1/1 minus 0.8, which is equal to 1/0.2, which is equal to 5, right? All right, now, remember we just said the tax multiplier is 1 minus the spending. So that's 1 minus 5, so that's -4, right? Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
All right, Terrence, how big is the gap? Do I want to increase by 100 million or decrease by 100 million? Huh? Okay, so the formula here is change in GDP is equal to multiplier times initial government spending. All right, so the gap is 100, right? The multiplier is -4, right? And then initial government spending is X. So I got -4X equals 100, X is, so I gotta reduce taxes by 25. Okay?
Yeah.
Is everyone good on that? Father,
Yeah.
any questions? All right, any other questions on the homework? Yes, sir.
C3 on the last FRQ.
Could you just
Calculate the lump sum subsidy that would be applied to the amount.
Okay. Mitch, was that where you were operating at the socially optimal?
Yes.
All right, at that point, are you making or losing money? Losing, how much per unit? Isn't it 13 at the ATC and 10 at the price?
Yeah.
So you're losing $3 a unit, right? And there's 60 units, so you need $180 subsidy to break even.
The right answer was 180, I think. I got 182 because I looked at the equilibrium. 23 times 34 and I subtracted 60 times 10. I got 182.
Yeah, but all you had to do, but you gotta get to 180, you gotta get 13 minus 10, you're losing $3 per unit times 60 units. Okay? Any other questions? Gordon,
No,
you got them all?
I think I understand.
You think or you know?
Positive.
All right, we'll see Friday. All right, is everyone good with the homework? I'll move forward then. Nate, you good? Okay. All right, so the tax multiplier is the same as the GDP. I mean, it's the spending, total change in GDP. It could be tax, it could be spending times initial change in taxes. The GDP is initial change in spending, okay? Now, the only thing I'm gonna tell you about, if you use mine, 1 minus spending, on the multiple choice, they'll never give you a negative number. So if you got -4 on the multiple choice, you gotta look for +4. Why do I want the negative number? Because when me and Terrence just worked it out, when you see -25, you know taxes has to be decreased. You don't gotta be thinking about it. If you see a positive number, you know taxes have to be increased. All right, but you can use any one of these. I mean, God bless you if you want to use MPC type 101. Yes,
Is that initial change in taxes or government spending? Because I thought you
say,
said
hold it, say,
in the bottom right, it says initial change in taxes.
yeah, because this is, but to figure out the tax. Yeah. But Terrence, it's the same formula for government spending, except it'd be the spending multi. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do a little practice. Is this in your notes?
Yeah.
All right, give you a minute or two. Ben, what was the whole thing by the way you look? Do you usually dress horribly?
Yeah. No, I saw him walk by the hallway, I waved at him. We just came in.
Okay.
Good, I don't know what it is, yeah, you-
All right.
Wonderful.
Sure.
What are you looking for?
What? Can you imagine 2 years ago, they had to do everything without it? It just, last year was the first year they let them discuss it. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Last year's, there should be like.
It wasn't me, it was the kid. All right. How you doing, Mr. Blake?
I'm great. I
Thank you.
swear to God, that is the same picture I see every time I pass here.
It is.
It's just different words on it.
You know, like, we never get things right in economics. It's inept, it's wrong.
No, that's not true.
Well, we'll see. Father, what type of gap? What? No. Is it? All right, if it's contractionary, which way is AD gonna go? No, that'd be expansionary, right? Oh, wouldn't you be expanding the economy?
Yeah. So
Okay, so what type of gap is it first? Recessionary, and then you need what type of fiscal policy? Say it again? Expansionary, right? All right, Mr. Gardner, what are the two expansionary policies?
So I should use my third. Increase government spending and decrease taxes.
Yeah. All right, now. Braden, what is the multiplier in this problem? Okay, it's two, right? If the MPC, so the multiplier is 1/1 minus MPC, which is 1/1 minus 0.5, 1/0.5, so that's gonna be 2. All right, so if the multiplier is 2, Jack, how big is the gap? 20 million. Jack, do I want to increase or decrease by 20 million? Increase. Parker, if the multiplier is 2, how much does government have to spend to increase by 20 million? 10 million, because we don't, this would be multiplier times initial government spending, which would be X, and this is change in GDP. And that's your formula, so you got 20 million equals 2X, X is equal to 10, right?
What is that following?
Say that again.
At the bottom.
Oh, full employment.
Was it where did we get 20 million from?
100 minus 80.
What's the equation I can't? see?
It's change in GDP equals multiplier times initial investment. Ben, if you look at the back page, all the formulas you need are there. Jack?
Let's go over how we got the multiplier again.
Yes, the formula for the multiplier is 1/1 minus MPC. The MPC is 0.5. So I go 1/1 minus 0.5 is 1/0.5. And that's 2. Okay? All right. Now I'll give you a minute and I want you to figure out how much we have to increase or decrease taxes to fix that gap. Yeah, now I wanna know, we just figured out how much we had to do for government spending. Now I wanna know how much we have to change, increase or decrease taxes to fix the gap.
Mr. President,
Yes.
so what do you use MPC over MPS to find it? The simple tax multiplier?
Yep.
And then I just divide them both, I get one.
Yeah,
And then I
that's
have
what it
20
is for this.
And then 20 is my GDP, so it's 20.
Yeah.
Oh, we're sorry for initial spending.
No, for taxes.
We're using the same formula.
Yeah, no, we're using the same graph, but how much is taxes? All right, all right. John. The spending multiplier is 2. Right? The tax multiplier is 1 minus the spending. So 1 minus 2. Do you think you could have waited? I don't think it's funny. You couldn't wait to the end of class to do that? Okay, 1 minus 2. Okay, so now the tax multiplier is minus 1. Okay? All right, let me go over it again. Spending multiplier is 2, the tax multiplier equals 1 minus the spending. 1 minus 2 gives me -1. Now, I'm gonna use the formula. Change in GDP is equal to the tax multiplier times initial tax. I want to change the GDP by 20 million. The tax multiplier is -1. I don't know it. So I got -x equals 20 million. So x is going to equal minus 20 million. So I know I now have to decrease taxes by 20 million to fix the gap. Braden, does that make sense to you? Anyone have any questions?
Have they ever asked for like a percent change or?
Nah, it'll be like this. Say that again? Yeah, it tells you that you have to decrease taxes.
The initial investment, that'd be the difference in like, your, the 2 points, like the 100 and the 80 on the graph.
No, it only works out that this way this time, Ben, because the tax multiplier was 1.
Well, no, I mean like the initial investment, like in the equation,
Yeah,
that's the.
that's not always going to be the difference between these two.
Okay,
Because, like,
oh, that's what we were solving for.
yes, yes. Yeah. Okay. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You got all the formulas there, so. All right, this is in your notes, right? All right. Let's just try to do A and B, because we're tight on time. A and B. need to look at the formulas, they're in the back. Got it. Are you good?
Yeah.
Good to me. So you're feeling good about this stuff then, if you're done. Okay, good.
I did start a little.
Huh?
I did start a little early.
All right. Cause we're tight on time. All right, Mr. Gardner. How much does AD increase from AD to AD prime?
Um. It increases 400.
400. So the change in GDP is gonna be 400. Now, that equals the multiplier times the initial. What is the initial, Mr. Gardner?
1,000. Or,
What's the initial government spending?
oh, 100.
100. And we don't know what the multiplier is, so it's X. So it's 100X equals 400. So the multiplier is 4. Okay. Now, Braden, will a decrease in income tax have to be larger, smaller, or equal to 100 to get the same $400 shift? It's gonna be larger. Why? You're right. Right, so to get it to move to 400, you have to decrease taxes by more because the multiplier is smaller.
So could you just say you would have to increase it, because government spending has an innate multiplier?
No, you'd have to say, you'd have to increase it more because government spending's multiplier is bigger.
Okay.
Okay?
Do income taxes, do they have a multiplier? I assume not.
Yeah,
Oh, they do?
because this is it.
Oh. Okay.
This is it. All right, we'll do more practice tomorrow. You too. Bill out.